Hello, St. Matthews. You're probably wondering why I'm not at the annual meeting. I'll tell you, I'm down in Olympia. The governor recently appointed me as a trustee to Renton Technical College. So I'm living out those St. Matthews core values. I'm getting my hands dirty in the community. How's the party going? I hope by now or soon you'll have cremated that mortgage. Way to go. Congratulations. Remarkable. Just think, $2.2 million of capital project paid for, signed, sealed, and delivered in just 12 years. 12 years ahead of schedule. And that has saved our faith community about $720,000 in payments. Do you remember 12 years ago? 12 years ago, we still called ourselves a small congregation. Look how God has blessed us. Now, I think there's a reason why God has been so faithful to us. And it has to do with the fact that we have been willing to be outwardly focused, take big risks, and pioneer new ways of doing ministry. And yes, it has been a lot of change and a whole lot of challenge. But what's held us together during this time is what we focused on. We focused on the glue that holds us together, not on the things that could separate us. What is that glue? Well, that glue is a basic belief that you don't have to be good enough to be a part of St. Matthew's. We've held on to that sense that we are all broken people, and we're not here to try to put on some type of religious makeup. Not only that, but we discovered that what matters most is not who's right, but how do we treat one another? And particularly, how do we treat those who hold different opinions than we do? And when it comes to knowing who we are, we've tried hard to teach that nobody's better than anybody in this faith community. Speaking of the community, we've seen the community as not less than we are, but as partners with us. As together, we're trying to make this world a more just place, where every person is valued. Do you know, my dream when I came into ministry was that I could be part of a church that wasn't churchy. And St. Matthew's certainly leans in that direction. You know, Luther said it this way. He said, we're all just beggars before a gracious God. I think that describes St. Matthew's well. Well, our next bold step is going to take place real soon when we open the doors of Luther's table. We've got a tiger by the tail, but it too will prove to be a blessing. Because Luther's table is going to allow us to meet people on their turf, to meet people where they're most comfortable. And then together, we can explore what does it mean to be faithful people of God. Wow, I look back over the last 12 years and I just am wowed. And then I ask the question, what does God have in store for us in the next 12 years? I can't tell you what the future is, but I can tell you this. What we have learned is that we need to become involved in the community where God is already active. What we have learned is that we need to be open to the fact that St. Matthew's, when we gather for worship, should reflect the community, the neighborhood. I can only imagine in 12 years that our worshiping community might look just like our after-school program with people from all around the world. And I know this, that the future of St. Matthew's will continue to thrive if we place our emphasis on striving to be people of grace, grace, grace. You know, our God is a good God. Our God is a faithful God. Our God is a generous God. Our God is a gracious God. Let's be that in our community. Have a great meeting.